Thanks a lot for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI Sunday's edition, and this time around it's all about EDO 2024. We're talking about contending issues. What is going on? What is happening? What is the latest as build up to EDO 2024? Joining us right now in the studio is a legal practitioner, public affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Barrister Justin Ore. Welcome to TMI. It's been a while.
Thank you, Mr.
I like your chieftaincy attire.
Thank you very much. My listeners and viewers at home, good morning.
Hope you're here peacefully, though. There's peace, right? All right.
It is so
With the dressing, should be very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Yeah, very peaceful.
All right. And we still have Honorable Samuel Higiato. Don't forget to mention Honorable Ehigariba all the way from U.S. Jersey, New Jersey, and Benjamin Mayer here at Youth O'Clock all the way from Germany. So together we're taking a look at addressing contending issues. I want to start off with you because of the soft spot you have for the political party. I mean, like, issues just keep on coming up. Issues just keep on emanating. We saw the Labour Party candidates complaining bitterly. I wouldn't want to go into names because to avoid it about campaign. I wouldn't want to anyone campaign for anybody on this platform, please. But let's talk about the issues. He talked about his billboard being removed. And of course, the person was accused, having been accused via a video, came out to make clarification about that video, saying he was quoted out of contest. But come on, billboard, does it really matter? Is it not just photo, picture, party logo? Does it really matter in this election? I want to start off with you, Barrister Justin.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wilson, for this topical issue you just brought to the fore again. Of course, we know who is behind it, and the video you're talking about is about somebody that complained bitterly about the poster and main office of their party, Labour Party, at King Square, Benin City. You know, you can't deny the obvious. He was only trying to polish it or window dress it. It's obvious, the evidence is overwhelming, it's incontrovertible. So for him to be saying that, it goes to tell you what they are up to, the optics they are working with. You know, for you to put such a thing out. Labour Party is always, or has always been, the victim of all this power play. You can remember the build-up to 2023 general election, how they also denied us the use of Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium and other places. And okay, we took it in good faith, and we still had our mega rally, and it spilled over. So I would, it's a good thing that they did, because it was a blessing in disguise. Because Samuel Bermuda Stadium would not have been able to contain the crowd that came out en masse, even waited till dead of the night to receive our president that was never that we never had, or that the mandate was stolen. So the same thing is playing out here, because they are already afraid. And we know where it is coming from. Nobody, I cannot do it, he cannot do it. Those that are doing it, they know themselves, and they are already coming out. Yeah, they're already coming out to say...
They're not hiding it.
Yes, they're already coming out to openly destroy. That is malicious damage. And who does that? In an election where there are multi-political parties contesting or contending for one office, let me use the word, you do your own, I do mine, you talk your own, I talk my own. And we all move on. So why would you be bringing down the billboard of another person? Why would you be destroying the billboard? And these things were, permission were sought and obtained and paid for in millions. In millions. Suddenly somebody will come from nowhere and begin to, that's not democracy now.
All
That's
right.
not democracy. That's autocracy.
Autocracy.
Okay, fine. Well, someone from the PDP campaign organization was accused. I'm not going to mention name. He was accused, but he came out to
I can
really
mention
say,
his name.
look, he was like, you know, put out of context.
No,
Okay,
Mr.
fine.
Wilson,
Okay,
sorry.
fine. Reverend
It
Olu
wasn't
Martins
quoted
came out.
out.
Okay, fine. Hold on,
Yes,
yes.
it wasn't quoted out of
Okay, fine.
context.
Reverend Olu Martins, yes, he was in a video. He made some comment, but in a second video, he came to make some corrections, saying that he was quoted out of context. The part of the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, by for talking about the election. He talked about if they beat you, if he beg you, you agree.
If you not agree, they will beat them.
Then if you don't agree, now he said it's all about the ballot. He said they will beat you in the ballot
It's a lie.
through their vote and everything. Because no, we just cannot
Listen,
take
can
the
I
word
come
out
in?
of the mouth. So please, come in from here. Mind
Listen.
you, he repeated that video and of course he made some
Listen,
corrections.
listen.
Yes, please.
Let me just tell you one thing, you know, you got to understand about politics. Politics is a game of number. It's a free choice of association. I have a right to be in my party, a party I wish to. He has a right to be in the party he wish to. And you have a right to be the party you wish to. And we all have a right to contest. And in the contest of contesting in that political position, I have a right to campaign anywhere in the state. I have a right to put my posters anywhere in the state.
But you need to seek permission from the
Yes.
local government.
Yes, yes,
All right.
yes. These permissions are being given by the same sitting government of PDP. He gives out the permission to Labour. He gives out the permission to NNPP. He gives out the permission to APC. Why is it that when you have given this permission, you see an APC banner, you remove it? When you see a Labour banner, you remove it. The only party I've even surprised they are not even removing is NNPP. Because they knew they don't have even a force.
No, you cannot say you don't have a force.
I understand their
You
way
can't
of
say you
thinking.
don't
I'm
have
only
force.
telling you the way of thinking.
Yes.
The way they are thinking. Listen, we politicians will think differently. They've already seen this one not get value. The people who contest with us is PDP, APC, and Labour. It's only the greatest contest and the greatest fear they have now. Because they have failed the people, to my own opinion. So that is the reason they have bring themselves so low to that level of aggression. For somebody to tell you, I want to fight you, I want to beat you, when if you don't join me, that does not make any civilized sense to any civilized citizen, any educated citizen. That Reverend Martin that is speaking and refuting it is a well-educated man. And when he was making that statement, he did not put water in his mouth. He said the one when we go beg, we go beg them. The one when we see beg, he not agree. If we need them, we can go beat them.
Hey, but he came to say it's all about politics.
Listen,
He said, he said that
promotion of violence.
Yes.
He said the ballot
promotion of violence.
There was no ballot box
Okay.
being mentioned there.
It's a promotion of violence.
Okay, now you should hold on.
That should not be tolerated.
Okay.
Because automatically it's already been inciting the PDP
Inciting
member
public.
to fight other party member.
All right, hold on
This
now.
will not be a very good stand.
Hold on, now. Let me get to hear from
Then let me tell you
Benjamin.
what happened in my environment.
Okay,
To
briefly.
tell you that it is this PDP government that is doing it. We have...
You are alleging.
Listen.
You are alleging.
Listen. If, for example, now, in a particular place where we usually put our posters,
Yeah.
and you put your poster there as a PDP, and I come, I put my own next to it, like the way it is usually culturally done before. I put my own there too, because they are designated places. He comes with his label and put his own there. Sometimes that poster stays there throughout the election, even after the election, in those days. Now, what usually happens, the moment you finish posting your poster of APC or Labour, in the night, they have people, they go around with bus. I monitored the situation once at Airport Road. They go around with buses, with all these outside boys. They'll pull down the APC posters, pull down the Labour poster. They leave only the PDP poster there. Then you want to tell me there's nobody, they are not the one doing it?
Okay.
This is a clear evidence.
Okay,
Even to a blind man.
All right.
So
I
this
will
is
come
not
back to
called
you.
for.
I will come back
This
to
is
you.
an emperor system that is not supposed to be done.
Honorable Samuel, I'll come back to you. Now, let's get to hear from Benjamin for good reason, because I wouldn't want us to join he right now, right now. Let's get to hear from Benjamin. Why are you laughing, Benjamin, for crying out loud? This is what is happening right now. And it's a money contentious issue. Later, we're going to hear from Honorable Ehi. So, over to you, Benjamin. What do you feel about this?
First of all, the situation is laughable, and at the same time, I want to first of all say um, that that utterance is made by one of our dear brother, Reverend Mantusolu, is a statement that owns to himself, not to me. And me personally, I condemn it for using such words in an open place. Maybe he didn't know that he was in the open place. Although I didn't have the time watching the whole clips of the video. Me as a personally, I condemn it, and the fact that some billboard that was mounted at Wingate by Labour Party officials or Labour Party candidate, Mr. Olulubi Apata, was removed. We have to first of all look at the circumstances surrounding it. And what my brother said, Mr. Higato, the APC and the APC news front runner, what he said that the state government is the one approving those billboards. I want to correct you there, sir. In this election, I was the front runner in the Labour Party as an aspirant. My billboard was all over Lagos State, and I think I have a very broader knowledge of it, how it is being run. It is not state government that manages it. State government does not manage billboard. What they do is that there are some individual business people who have the rights, or rather bought the rights to manage billboards, and those billboards you see around those places are being paid for, and it belongs to individuals. So for you to come out and say it is from state government, I don't think that is the right thing to say. I think you should get your fact clear on that. And I also want you guys to know, I also saw a video where the billboard of my very dear elder brother, Dr. Aso Ighodalo, was also turned around Ipokma, GRA area and all that. So all these people were also turned. So it's not just the Labour Party and APC and all that. So in the state at the moment, politics is heating up, and the politicians are really heating. I think we shouldn't take it personal. That you are in the lesser party, that you know that you will not win the election, or maybe you feel threatened that you will not win the election and you start throwing jabs. This election is not going to be on throwing jabs or making an online threat, just like what most of you in the studio, what my two brothers in the studio are alleging. And I'm very surprised the guy who is a Labour Party member, who is also a legal practitioner, is making some statement that he has no fact about, and he's a legal practitioner. My dear brother, who advise
No, from what he said, he has
practice along
facts.
your practice along the line.
All
He
right.
doesn't have the fact.
No, because from what
He's
he said,
facts.
do not
he should be
interject. Just
alleging. No,
all
no.
right.
He should be alleging. Yeah, let me finish. Let this conversation be constructive, please.
Sure.
You should be alleging. Don't say that is how it is, because we are not even in the court of law yet. I am not a legal practitioner, but I know how I use my words in this when it comes to presenting my case and opinion. So you should say alleged or suspect. Until a suspect is being convicted, is not yet a convict. So you shouldn't say the state government or PDP that is doing it. And Mr. Higato, who also said he monitored the situation at the airport route. I think at this situation, if it's actually in a Western world, you should be called for questioning, because you saw somebody committing crime, and you did not report it, and you did not address it officially. That is also a crime on your part. I think we should look into all those things. Let's
All
delve into the
right.
situation properly. Let's delve into the situation properly. Wait, Mr. Higato. The people at the studio I believe they came for PDP. I am not a member of the PDP. Um, I'm a free speaker, and I'm a free thinker. But the only stake I have in PDP at this moment is that I have a candidate that is competent, that has a character of leading the industry forward. That is Dr. Aswell. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I'm
Hold on, now we are
defending
not
the
here to
candidate, not
campaign,
the
please,
PDP.
because I know you have a
No, no, no,
soft
no, no. I'm
spot
not.
for it.
No, no, no. I know.
We're not
I'm
here
not
to
campaigning. I'm
campaign.
not campaigning. Hold on. They have been attacking the PDP. That's the reason I want to clear that part. I'm not. I'm not the spokesman for the PDP. I'm talking because I know this is the way things are supposed to go. So when you said the billboard were pulled down and things happened, somebody made a statement before the billboard was pulled down. So did you take a due diligence, a proper analysis to find out what actually happened? If that billboard was mounted on the on the approval from the right organization that give approval for it. Like I said from the beginning, it's not state government that give an approval, but there are some strategic locations that some billboard are not allowed to be mounted. I remember vividly when I wanted to put my billboard at the wing road, and I was told for me to put my billboard at the wing road, it had to be spelled out for a particular reason. Because there are some reasons best known for security reasons that's best known for the government that some billboard should not cover some area at the wing road for security monitoring, from area monitoring from the security agencies and all that. So if a billboard is being mounted at a wrong location, at a strategic location that we impaired the monitoring view of the security organization, the agency in the state, I think they have a right to pull it down. But I am not saying this is the fact, but I think we should get the fact clear.
All
Somebody
right.
should just say because a government who is at the helm of affairs is the one doing those things. You have to get your fact clear, then you take it to the appropriate channel to address it. This is how
I'll
it
come back to
functions
you,
in the
Benjamin.
Western world. All
I
right.
will come back to you, Benjamin. I'll come back. Now, let's get straight down to New Jersey right now, where we'll get to hear from Ehigaraba. Benjamin gave a very strong point, saying, when we talk about the PDP at the bench of the day, this is in the realm of allegation. But for that video that they saw, but Reverend Lumartin came back to repeat it, saying that he was quoted out of context. Well, over now to you, Honorable He. What do you feel about the issue unfolding right now in Edo State, occasioned by the election that is fast approaching?
Well, thank you very much, Wilson. When I first listened to the video and watched it, I had to do it a second time because I was flabbergasted. I know Reverend Lou Martins is my friend and someone that hitherto had tremendous respect for. But the truth is, it will appear the PDP is going into this election with their second 11. What do I mean by that? Reverend Olu Martin seems to be occupying a position that is too big for him at the moment. Why am I saying this? Reverend Olu Martins was a contestant under the Labour Party for governorship just some months ago, and he only recently joined the PDP. And then he's been given a sensitive position as a deputy director general for publicity. So where are the real PDP members who were there before, who understands the party? Then he goes about to preach about violence and is instigating
But
people
still, he
to
came
commit
back to
violence.
refute
And
it. He's saying
no, no,
that he was
he did
quoted
not
out of
refute.
context.
No, he cannot refute it because we all know what it means to beat people. No, but can I tell you this? Can I tell you this? If you say 1 + 1 it's 2, you cannot come back and hoodwink people and say I meant 3, because he said and very clearly that if people were caught in the dark or in the corners, they should be beaten. And another word he used was meme, which means to kill. That those are very violent words. It said people should be killed. You know, we have had a
No,
meeting
no,
on
no,
this.
no, no. Hold
We'll
on,
be
honorable,
writing
hold
very
on.
strong
It's like you missed the last
petitions
part. Hold on.
to,
I know you continue. Sorry for interjecting. He said, who
yeah,
no go no, who to no go.
yeah.
He didn't say they should kill anyone.
Oh, no, no, go,
And that
Peme.
meme
He
means
said who to
kill
no
in
go.
the
He never said they
parlance,
should
no.
kill anyone.
in our
That is
So
pidgin
your.
let's
English,
get
to
it.
meme means to
Let's get it
kill.
straight.
You know,
Please
so
continue.
here we already have written a petition. We'll be serving all the embassies, and we want to make him a person of interest, and that is spreading violence, so that he will be allowed to remain perhaps in Nigeria for the rest of his life, so that he can enjoy the environment he's trying to create. Because you cannot, and as a preacher, for you to use the word of God in a very wrong context to justify violence, I mean, it beats my imagination that today he probably will be mounting the pulpit to speak about peace and peaceful coexistence. I just think the PDP should apologize and remove him from that position immediately, because don't forget, there's also been a write-up by the APC in this regard, where they have referred to certain persons that he mentioned in the video, and all of these people have to come. The PDP candidates, a lot of people say Dr. Aso Ighodaro, because I really looked at his profile. I didn't see anywhere he got a PhD or honorary doctorate. I do know that he's a lawyer. And so Aso Ighodaro Esquire, I needed to correct that, because I hear a lot of doctor, but he doesn't have a doctorate and doesn't have
Okay,
an
now,
honorary.
this is
So
not the issue we're
the
talking about
PDP
right now,
candidate,
Honorable
the
Eddie. It's not the
PDP
issue.
candidate must come out and separate himself from that statement.
I like the way they
He
answer.
must come out to say, this statement, I am not in support of what my deputy director general of media have said. I'm not a violent person, and I am separating myself from this. And I think honorably, Olumatis ought to resign and not refuse. He ought to
Thank
resign
you.
from that position.
Thank you. I will come back to you. I'll come on to, but right now, although Martins have made another video trying to explain the first video, and he said he was quoted out of context in the sense that he's talking about the ballot, the meeting in the ballot, they will beat you in the ballot, using their PVC to vote against your party, okay? He said he's not a violent person, all right? So let's just take his words to the bank, all right? He came and he said, look, don't misquote me. When I mean beat you, is for the ballot, is for the election. So let's just take him for his words. All right, now that is the video that he's trying to explain the first video to put things in perspective. Later on in due course of this show, we're going to play that video. All right, just hold on, Lucky. Now let me come to you. Don't forget that whether you want to believe it or not, there is a faction in your party. Don't you think is the faction that is responsible for pulling down the billboard? Don't forget the heated battle right now in the Labour Party, and everyone is aware of it.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's an in-house thing, and I tell
That
you,
is manifesting out-house. We want to use that term.
Can you hold on? You
Sure,
asked the
please
question,
continue.
let me
Yeah.
answer your question.
Yes.
We have disagreement. It's natural, even between two brothers, even though they are twin or seem twins, they usually have disagreement. Like they said, we disagree to agree. That's it. Even your teeth and your tongue, sometimes you beat your tongue with your teeth. That does not mean that the tongue will jump out of the mouth to say, I won't be there again. So these are things that happen when you have more than one person in a house. Even you and your wife, you disagree, but that does not mean that she will leave the house or you will leave the house. You will settle again. That's how it is. So by this, I'm saying these differences is coming out so that we'll better manage our difference. That's just it. So that does not mean when it comes to the outsider, when I use the word outsider, I mean our rivals. That does not mean that the rivals we have still do not dread us, because we are a force to beat. We are a force to reckon with. We are taking over. Yes, I tell you, the gentle movement of the leopard or the tiger is not out of cowardice. And the soft looking of the top of the porridge doesn't mean that the bottom is not hot. So leave all those things that you see outside. The substance is Labour Party. Olumide.
Hold on, no, we are not. We're not to campaign, please.
Sorry. The bottom line is that we are taking over come September 21 in Edo State and be sworn in November 12, 2020.
You are not INEC. No, you are not INEC. You are not the electorate.
No, listen,
you don't know the outcome yet.
We know we are on ground. Leave because
hold on. Sorry for interjecting.
You asked me a question.
I know, yes,
and
I know.
Answered your question.
You are giving an answer, but the thing is that it's like your answer is lopsided in the sense that a fight in the house can escalate.
I just told you, it's just like two brothers having disagreement. And neighbors came, got to know about what is going on. That does not mean that they are no more brothers. That does not mean that they will not reconcile, or the difference they have will not be mended.
Even if they reconcile, sometimes they can destroy their property, they can destroy their houses because of the quarrel.
No, there is no such destruction going on. Whatever you see outside, they are being amplified to pollute the space, to make people feel, have what I will refer to as apathy. But inwardly, we are together. We resolve our differences. There's no way more than 3, we are just 3 here now. Are we aligning? We are not aligning. So that is how it is. So it's just political difference, and we'll resolve our difference. Before this one that they are putting it outside, those ones are just to like badmouth us before the public. That is not what it actually is.
All right.
What is there is just main disagreement on some issues which is being resolved.
All right.
And we come at a 91st. That is what they are afraid of. Even
Okay.
the APC.
Okay, fine. Now, shot fired. Anyway, let's come to you now, Honorable Samuel. Take a look at Nigerian election. In Lagos, really, when there was this election going on, the same thing happened, pulling of people of opposition or perceived opposition. In Imo State, it happened also in the capital, Owerri. We get to hear. Hold on. I know I'm coming down gradually. It happened in Imo State. You understand it? And these are the states ruled by the APC. If you go to Port Harcourt, it happened in Port Harcourt. Despite the fact that we have one man that is so strong right now, president from both parties doing his job, but the posters of opposition also was destroyed. You get to excuses like, you didn't take permit, you do this, you didn't do that. Come down to Edo State, it is happening. Even before this administration, it happened. Is it now a trend in Nigeria that all this must happen? If it's a trend, is it a good trend? Don't you think it's dragging us backward? What has a poster or billboard got to do with the election?
First and foremost, Wilson, where you are misunderstanding it, and where my brother in Germany is misunderstanding something. He said it's not the government that gives the permission for posters and pinboard. They give the license to those individuals to manage the pinboard in the local government level. And I want to let him know too that the head of the pinboard in Oredo local government, Honorable Yareva, is a chieftain of the PDP. If he does not know, I will tell him. He's a chieftain of the PDP that is handling the pinboard in Oredo as a whole. He's a chieftain of the PDP. So now, is there equal right there? Who's supposed to be neutral? Who's supposed to be unbiased? Because PDP is going to meet you for the same thing. Different parties are going to meet you for the same thing. So you're not supposed to be play politics. You're supposed to be neutral. So there's already a comma there first, where the problem starts that the people being given this permission are mostly government that is in power people. That is the reason you see that when any opposition coming up, it happens to the opposition. It does not happen to the government in power. I'll not give you food, maybe you're going to throw the food from my mouth now. So then I want to also correct him. He said these pinboard are being removed because security, because of this. My brother, removing a pinboard is different from vandalizing a pinboard. When you are vandalizing, you are destroying money of somebody. Did you remove it and go and give the person back that paid for it?
But he said in the particular spot also, even the billboard of the PDP candidate was also removed and vandalized.
Brother, I want to tell you something. It will come to the situation very soon if this issue is not corrected. Because the way he's talking, it's like he's trying to promote it. It is wrong. It started in 2023, this issue we are talking about, of opponent posters being removed in different states. And who are always doing it? The government in power.
Irrespective of political party.
Irrespective of political power. It's always the government in power against the opposition. It is not a good trend to be supported or to be promoted by anybody. We have been experiencing this during the 2023 presidential election. Go and check the Edo State. All the pinboards that were belonging to Bola Ahmed were removed overnight. So we are vandalized. It is not called for.
Okay.
It is not called for. So we need to checkmate this menace that has just started. It is not because it is the PDP government that is in power now that I'm speaking like this. No, it's a menace that is happening now in the politics against opposition.
I'll come back to you, Samuel.
And funny enough, it does not make you win an election. And another thing I want to also let you know, Wilson, that my brother probably in Germany is not aware of. He's saying Olumatis have refuted it, or he said he did not support it. That's a good one.
Yes.
That they refuted, or they did not watch the video in that instance. I want to tell him, presently, voter registration is ongoing in Edo State for the past 12 days. Has he heard of violence in some words? If he's conversant, because of registration of voters card, dogs carry gun to a ward, I'll be shooting gun. What is there? Are you sure that the 5,000 you are going to register by force are going to vote for you? Are you even sure that the 5,000 you mobilized are going to vote for you at that day? That you start shooting people, that even a bullet meet 2 children in the school in India College.
Anyway,
we are aware of it. We
did not confirm
all
that
this violence.
No.
Why are you talking like this?
It happened.
Why are you talking like this? What
That
happened?
report is yet to be confirmed.
It
It happens in India College. I want to
confirmed.
It
specifically.
It happened.
Listen,
Okay, we'll go and investigate.
It
you go and
happened.
investigate it, please.
We'll go and investigate.
What we are talking about is that
It happened.
violence from the ruling party, it is not called for.
You cannot say on
Let them be
party.
patient.
You cannot say on
Let them win
party.
their election at the electoral ground.
I'll come back to
Let
you.
people vote for them, not force people to vote for them.
I will come back to you,
Not
Samuel.
force people to register for them.
I will come back to you. Now,
There are some units. I want to correct you. These are things that is happening every day. There are some units right now. There are some wards right now. Labour Party members are not even allowed to even go and register.
Okay, you just hold on.
They drive them away.
I'll come back to you.
It's because we the APC even have some ginger men. Hold on, we are even trying to drive with them.
See,
Which is not called for.
Let's get straight down to Germany.
You see people.
Let's get straight down to Germany. Hold on.
It's not called for. It's registration is INEC.
Right now, let's get straight down to Germany, where we have Benjamin.
Let my brother answer those ones.
No, Benjamin, you heard them. I know you're watching keenly. You're listening also to what they are saying. Before we go to Honorable Ehigiato, now these are some allegations leveled against the ruling party. They are saying it's not about security. They even give instance of alleged attack and assault. Now, what do you think about this propensity of being violent irrespective of political party? Take it up from there.
Mr. Wilson, I heard them loud and clear. And I want to first of all start by saying this setting that you made today, having one Labour Party and 2 APC in this setting, I think next time we need to work on it. But I'm equal to the task. Like I said, I'm not speaking for PDP or rather for Labour Party. But it's so pathetic and so disheartening hearing that the Labour Party are banking, or rather, they want to skyfold on Peter Obi's popularity in Edo State to win Edo State governorship election. It's not possible because the Obedient movement is not with them. The crowd you saw in 2023 general election in Edo State is not Labour Party members. And the Obedient movement is cut across Labour Party, PDP, and APC, and every other party in the state. So it was, it didn't just anybody who is banking on that crowd then to say that is how they want to win the election, get to Osadebe. I think that person will just be dreaming. But that is on the wayside. They have their own issue. They need to sort it out because you can't be pointing your fingers at the PDP that they are the one that is pulling all the billboards down. While you have an in-house, according to him, I have an in-house problem, and you are yet to resolve it. That is for that. My dear brother, Mr. Higiato, you kind of a little bit not following history. These utterances, I don't want to use the word violent utterances during political race. It didn't just start in 2023. It actually started during the time of Oshomole. Maybe then you were still living in the diaspora. During the time of Oshomole in 27, I was on ground and I know the role I played, and I would be able to tell. Even when Oshomole was in government, those things have already been enforced. There was sometimes during the time of election when Shomolu was coming for the second term that PDP were not allowed to put their billboard in around even in Oredo, they were not allowed to put their billboard in Oredo. So uh, we know all those things. So it is gradually becoming a norms, and which me myself, I'm totally against because I'm also a victim of it when I was running as an aspirant to the Labour Party last year, a few months ago. Most of my people were pulled down around Man Park and under a local government. The reason best known to them, but that is a different case entirely. But I'm trying to let you know is that what I'm trying to let you know is that if Dr. Aso Udalo is in support of what Olumati said, and I want to say this categorically, you can take it as if the statement is coming from Dr. Aso Udalo. As Dr. Udalo is not okay. Somebody may mention if he's a doctor. Let me put it like this: Barrister Aso Udalo is a person who is very peaceful. He's not a violent human being. You can see him in most of his activities. And I believe I don't believe he have seen that video, but I believe the team has drawn his attention to it. And I also want you to know that he is a candidate of the
Oh,
party,
hold on now, you're
and
beginning to campaign. This is where I put my
no, no,
foot
no.
down.
Okay, I'm
No
coming, I'm
campaigning,
coming, I'm
please,
coming.
for some
I
good
know,
reasons.
I'm trying to clear I'm
Yes.
trying to clear the connection between him and Olumatis, Reverend Olumatis. Reverend Olumatis was appointed by the party, not by ASWE. So he's not a spokesperson for the ASWE himself as a candidate. So I am telling you in all ramification that very soon, not today or tomorrow, maybe next, that also will come out and tell you that he loves peace and we know him for peace. And from there, he will distance himself from that statement. We, the supporter of Aswe Godalo himself, we have also distanced ourselves from such statement because me, I live in a country that takes up violent statement very, very seriously, and there is a penalty attached to it. That is for that. The issue itself regarding the billboard of a thing. Who is allowed to put a billboard? Why is billboard being removed? Why is being vandalized and all those things? I also want us to look inwardly that it is not just affecting only Labour Party and APC alone. It's also affecting the PDP candidate because his billboard was also torn down and nobody is saying anything about it. This election is not going to be won by violence. It's not going to be won by threat or something. Like I said, this election is between Dr. Aswe and every other candidate. There is nothing like
Here you
uh,
go again.
the
Benjamin, here
truth. No,
you
no,
go
no. That is
again.
the
No
truth.
campaigning,
No,
please. You're
okay,
beginning to do it.
okay. I'm not campaigning. I'm not campaigning. It's between him and other candidates. It's a very simple sentence. So every other person is in the race with him. But this we already know what is happening. So we shouldn't be using what is happening with the state government and to be judging a candidate who is not even running for the second time. If he's a governor now, we can be pointing fingers at him. And you all know me. I cannot see truth and shy away from it. If
All right, Benjamin, we want to go for a
when
break. When we return, we'll continue with this discussion. Just hang in there, Honorable Eke. Hang in there. We'll return after this break. We'll continue with this discussion. Do stay.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Thanks a lot for staying. If you just joined us, this is TMI, which is This Morning on ITV, and we're taking a look at the 2024 addressing content and issues. Now, what really got me a little bit worried was the comment made by the Labour Party candidate when he saw what they did to his billboard after the comments made by Olu Martins in the video. Though he has come to make corrections in the second video, he said they should have boys and nobody can intimidate them. You understand? I was like getting so worried. Is it going to be like violence out of the election? Come on, we don't really want that. So how can this be stopped? How can this be checked? Because it takes a little spark of fire in Hamilton season to burn a whole forest, just a little spark. Reprisal here and there. You tear my billboard, I vandalize yours, your accounting scores 1-1. Before you know it again, it just delve into the populace. And it's been alleged that some men in black are the ones doing this. The men you see on black in our streets carrying guns, or alleged that are the ones that are being used to this, because a name was mentioned. What are you doing? These things are like, happening here. I wouldn't want to dive into that. Now, let me get straight down to Honorable Ehie about curbing violence. Honorable, if you are still there, how can this be stopped? Because right now, there is a talk back. Since I'm taking it to the national authority, nothing is being done about it. We have boys. What does that spell? If it doesn't spell, peace or amicable application of the law in this election, what should be done about this? Over now to you.
Well, I think, in my opinion, the governor, being the chief security officer of the state, should at this point wade in and sue for peace. And on the other hand, like I've said before, I do not know the candidates of the PDP personally, but I do, from my impression of him, is a man of a peaceful disposition, and I do expect that he would come out. Even the deputy governorship candidate, the director general, Matthew Doekirin, these are people that are known to me, people that I have enormous respect for. I expect them to come out in the coming days to disassociate themselves from the statements credited to Olu Martins in that video. It is not a good statement. And I also want to tell Barrister Olumide Akpata that an eye for an eye leaves every man blind. What he ought to do is to make his complaint without also somehow coming with, I want to say veiled threats of wanting to meet force with force. We have to somehow right now, bring down this whole build-up. We don't want violence in our polity because in Edo State, we are one family, whether some of us are in this political divide or have sympathy for this party or the other, at the end of the day, we are still one family. The people that will be hurt, should there be violence, will be our brothers and sisters, our parents. They are going to be Edo people, so therefore, the governor, I expect he will take charge. Only a couple of days ago, he has come out to strongly against secret courtism. So, which he has even said that over 150 people have been killed as a result of that, which means we have security concerns already concerning killings. And therefore, if anybody in his camp, in his political party, and under any guise is speaking about violence, I think they should call him to order. And like I said before, it's not enough to make statements to say, I said this, I did not say that, because we are all intelligent. We're able to, it's a video, so you can do hundreds of replay to get your facts right. So it's not like a written statement to say I was taken out of context. We are very intelligent people, and so cannot be hoodwinked.
All right.
Honorably ask the man to resign from that position. It seems he's not able to handle it because he's only a nascent politician. He's been an activist. He only just joined the PDP a few months ago. So I don't know why he's been given such an enormous responsibility. And this is a bad own goal for the PDP, if you ask me.
All right. Right now, I want us to listen to both videos. All right. The one he was said to have said something, of course, the second video, which he came to really explain the first video. Take a listen.
As they go, they create, you can go now. So make some people go. As they go, they create vacancy. The ones who will feel beg, make it stay. We go beg them. The ones who will not feel beg, make them go. If we meet them for corner, we go beat them. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been passed. I saw a banner. I'm asking them, say, that banner where the Oluwapata banner for Ring Road. I tell you there. Can you put a banner like that in Alausa, in Lagos, Ikeja? You can't put banner of another party. For what you do there? When SO no more there? Not punish. I said, get here. There are things I cannot say here. But when I tell Olukoga, say what you want to do. If take idea look me, I say from the days of John the Baptist till now, the kingdom suffers violence and the violent take it by force. Who no go no, who to no go peme, their father.
So concern the big boss where we see opposition they march for streets. And you see, you know what the question they call miscook. People don't take a discussion from where it go favor them. That matters so now misquote them misquote. Now matter bring matter to say, listen, man, we know say all the billboard with the Oredo and some other local government, nobody don't get approval for them. So I got the ask to say, how come I just see billboard, even we then give us letter as party to say, look, no billboard is legal. So how come everywhere? So I just they see, billboard of this. If I not go give us the chance, why not give another person the chance? I say if na Lagos, for instance, MCO I think say na him dey handle billboard for Lagos. They will, whether na politics or not, because that space must be regulated. No, just mark billboard, put for everywhere. He say that space. If you want mount billboard, you must get the approval of the local government. And local government, I get letter from my staff say, they never give anybody approval. I would just talk, say, you know what? Now the matter be that, because if na Lagos, nobody go allow you put that kind of billboard. The people wey dey in charge, well, I feel say M21 are one of them. They don't go even come out for data. That's my own, personal, opinion. I could tell them, say, listen, man, this election, say, we go enter the election wrong. I tell people, say, I not be violent person. They don't get time where I go advocate for violence. I be militant person, all right? I know the, fear fight, especially verbal fight. I know the fear them at all. I'm not one of those persons really wrong. So when I dey talk, they take them out of context. I say, we go beat you. We'll beat you with our PVC. We'll beat you with our vote. When you come ward, we will beat you. Come unit, we will beat you. Come your local government, we will beat you. That's what we mean by the fact, say, if we meet you for any corner, unit na corner now. Even if na the box, now your papa house, they put the box with Aswell Godalo on the ticket, we will beat you. And when Bible say, from the days of John the Baptist, people know they understand. Even Jesus can only vex. And when he para for matter, I'll be prayer, he pray. Now, you gotta go make a boko. Come on, you gotta come out for the air. Their father, what did I do for you? Whip everybody, overturn their table. All right. People can say, oh, that guy, na gentleman, na gentleman. No. We got to do what. Also, when we say the violent take it by, we didn't say the violent take it by violence. We say the violent take it by force. What is force? Force is the legal use of violence. It's a legal use. Do you understand? For instance, why did they call our police force? So the police, they might handle you now. You can't say the police was violent. It's the legal use of force. Now it be, what it be our own. We not go allow anybody carry. And what they bet me sometimes for this time, and my personal opinion, say nobody don't get respect for this governor for this state. If they pay me for body well, we don't share one guy who say, oh, the governor like this, the governor is this. They're not even they call a governor. Oh, Obaseki is this, Obaseki is that, Obaseki is this. All the time we're not like Oshomole. You know that time where I call him, after we the governor, I'll say, I don't like what he's.
All right, now we really have to play that to have this balanced discussion. The first video, and of course the second video explaining the first video. I believe, gentlemen, viewers, you can interpret that for yourself. We don't want us to dive into like what Honorable Egareba said. He said, look, peace should be the watchword, okay? Before I come down to the studio, let's get a word or two because we're going to make our last comment because of time constraint, almost 10 o'clock right now, from Benjamin. Benjamin, I believe you are still there. You've seen both videos and I believe you listened to it. So what do you have to say to which political parties that are competing to occupy Dennis Osadebe Avenue because of this particular issue that just erupted about billboard and the words being spoken? Take it up from there.
First of all, like what I was saying before we went for news, the truth is that I said from the beginning I condemn his first video because of the part of the clips that was shown. Like his second video that he made with refuting or rather rebuffing the allegations, I kind of understand his part that they didn't play the whole full clips just for people to also understand, which I believe that a lot of people it is politics time. That's the reason why my brother in America said, when we want to we want to make statement, we should be very cautious of the statement we make. You understand? So I believe in that particular situation, if I were his position, I should be able to understand that whatever that I'm going to do or rather doing at that time, people are watching and people are even looking for a way to dot every video or rather every statement that somebody is going to make, especially when you belong to a particular party or a ruling party or a candidate that is topping the chart. That is for that. And secondly, me, I'm a man of peace. Nobody when they're born for street, when you don't know what they happen for street. You understand? I do, and I did it for born all of us. So me, I not go ask anybody for street to go, they carry gun, they pursue anybody because of politics thing. You understand? So we all need to preach peace so that the election will go on peacefully and we'll have a competent candidate who will win the election at the end of the day and go to Sadebe Avenue. I also want to urge every other political candidate, they shouldn't be using force for force, sword for sword. That is what they call a strategical move. So if I was in Olumide Akpata position, what would have done is that I wouldn't have even made that such an utterance saying that we also have boys. I will have, as a barrister that he is, I expect him to draft draft a letter or rather a complaint, go to all the security agencies office, mobilize his boys that he said he have, and go to the offices and lodge a complaint officially. That will
All
even
right.
give
He
him
has
more
done that.
popularity
Thank
that he
you.
doesn't have in the state. You
Thank
understand?
you.
So I'm also
Thank you.
asking the APC. I'm coming. Let me round up with this. I'm also asking all the APC candidates and their supporters. So at least they should also come up sometimes so that we can engage in a constructive conversation like this, not just only a Higato who have been at the front runner defending them even when they are
We
in
have
even
different
when they cannot even
ones.
defend
Thank
themselves.
you. Thank you so much, Benjamin. No blow below the belt, please. No blow below the belt. Thank you. Now, let's get to hear from Barrister Justin. 1 minute, please, to summarize because of time constraints. What others do you have for political parties, because of this particular issue? It's like, a hot topic right now, the front burner. Take it up from there.
Well, I will align myself with the other man. That's, I think, is he Gariba?
Yes,
Yeah, from New Jersey.
yes, New
From
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yep.
I will align myself with what he has said, and I will say that Olumantin is somebody I respect, and the video he made is an unfortunate video, which doesn't speak well of him. If he has his honest, he should actually resign from that position, because those language, there's no way you are going to explain it. It's clear, simple, direct. All those explanations are not needed at all. Utu no go, we all, like he said, we all know this thing now. We all know this language.
Okay, thank
Street
you.
people now.
Thank you.
In addition to that,
Yes.
in addition to that, we should be careful with our language and allow everybody equal space.
Peace. All right, thank
equal
you.
space to do their campaign in peace and in accordance with the law.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Set your candidates.
All right, thank you. Samuel, please, 1 minute. Press for time.
Yeah, well, as most of all of us have said it all, the statement is wrong, it's condemnable, and I think the statement is supposed to also be investigated by the police and the DSS. Definitely, whether he resign or he does not resign, let them investigate it, let them take action that is necessary so that another person will not take such step. Right. Because if they let it go this way now, you see the other opponent have already said now we have our own. What if the situation now come to the situation we now as APC, we have also boys. So we now say, okay, let every boys and boys go and jam in the street. That means you are even promoting the courtesan that you are trying to fight.
All right, thank you.
So it will not help anybody.
Thank you.
And lastly, please, let there be the ruling party always in the state. Allow your opposition to campaign and to do the needful as the law permits.
Thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you so much, Honorable Samuel. Thank you so much, Barrister Justin. I really want to appreciate Honorable Higariba all the way from New Jersey. I appreciate your wonderful opinion, Honorable. Thank you so much. And of course, I also appreciate, yes, Benjamin Mayo, all the way from Germany. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this show. We'll have enough time, maybe subsequently talk more about politics as it concerns us here in Edo State, because come September, we're going out there to cast our vote. But please, peace should be our watchword. The comments of my guests in the studio, in the diaspora, is theirs. It has nothing to do with ITV. See you again subsequently. Bye for now.